Okay, this should be good right now. Thank you for the feedback, guys, on the chat. Let me know if the sound is good now. I think it should be okay. Just waiting for the feedback, and then we're gonna start. Perfect. Okay. I was just saying that 30 minutes ago there was a big news, CPI in US. Big movement in the dollar, big movement in the indices. So we're gonna go straight into the market, into MT5, and find maybe if there are some spots to get in and to react about what happened. Maybe some technical levels to find, and yeah, we'll try to explain actually why the market make this type of move. I think the euro dollar was into a big range already for 1 month, and yeah, we should be like, we should expecting the huge volatility at that time. And I already see that some people was in the good already the good direction in the 5ers, so that's nice. Okay, let's move into MT5. It should also get yeah, I think the sound is not working in the next next phase. Let me check, guys, 1 moment. Okay, that should be fine. That should be fine right now. Okay, so we are in MT5 right now. Okay, first of all, the Nasdaq. Okay, let's talk about indices. This actually the movement in one news. It's 2% in the Nasdaq after just that news, so it's a strong movement. Again, the market touch. You see, we are in a trend line. We talked it yesterday in the trading room. The market is still struggling to break this area. We had here on the H4, you see a box. The market just want to restart here. This might be here an interesting opportunity to get. After a huge movement, the market is losing momentum here. So I will open one lot sell for a short scalp. I can maybe add a little bit more in the top. But I think here it's already the first point that we can touch. Not the best execution, but again, I think the market can bring a deep down from here. Let's move into euro dollar. I know that there was a big movement already into this market, and okay, so this is the H4 chart. You see, this was the long ping pong from the 18th of July until today. After the news, the market broke out on the top side. On the M5, you see the market already give a short retracement, not enough. And what we see in the H4 chart is that you see the market stand not in there is like no technical levels here. You see, I think the next technical level will be at that supply. Okay, so that will be the first level to, if you are long in the position, I think here would be a nice TP to take. And the second interesting point would be the lowest point here. So you see between the supply, between the top and the supply and the line, this might be here a short how we are, or take profit how we are. I don't think the market will continue to move straight to the upside. So yeah, this is for the euro dollar. The pound dollar, it's quite the same. The market I think we had identified this yesterday. This was a triangle. Okay, this looks like a triangle. The market get in here. We make higher low. We had already here. You see some type of a retest again, and after the news, boom, the market. This was actually in the M15. This was before the news, and after the news, huge movement on the upside. So so this is a triangle actually, a break. The fact in the pound is that again the market which this area which can be a sell spot for the pound. There are some pips to go on the upside. I don't want to take the risk here on the pound. We have like maybe 45, 50 pips into the upside. I want my risk reward to be best here. Even selling here is not bad for a scalp. Actually, my scalp in the Nasdaq is not so bad. I'm gonna see if the market can break even further down. And we will try to exit the market, taking an interesting scalp into that zone. At least I want the market to get back to here. It will be enough for this scalp. You know what? I can actually take half. I can actually take half of the position down, and then I will let the second part running, because you see it's also a swing spot to make a trade. Okay, it's not only a scalp, but it can be also a point for swing entry to make a short into that point. So if the market goes down even more, I will take some profit, maybe partial profit, and then let the second part runs for a bigger movement. Okay, we will monitor this on the Nasdaq. I know that there is the open in 20 minutes. Generally, when you have a gap, so in the futures, when the future is already open, but when the spot market will open, when Wall Street will open, the market tends to close the gap. Okay, I believe the gap will be around that point here. So the market can also at the opening gives a leg down into my position. I should put a stop loss above the high. Here, and we let it run. In the dollar yen, this is also an interesting point. Okay, we are actually, the market in the yen open with a gap. Okay, it was a big gap in the dollar yen, like here. This can be also a nice long opportunity. Okay, the market already start to push up to make a reaction. Yeah, this might be also here a nice buy, at least to get back into the middle. It's not the best spot, but again, I think we have here an interesting spot to get in, and maybe I could also try to reinforce my position when the market goes a little bit down. The execution again is not the best, but I want to be in. I want to trade and manage the trades in front of you guys. So and again, all the trades I'm taking, and I'm keep repeating this during all the session I'm doing here at the trading room at the 5ers. All the trades and all the analysis I'm doing is for an educational purposes. So don't take it as a trading advice. Trading is at your own risk, and again, take let's say you should have a strong risk management before trading. It's very important, guys. Yeah, my pound yen position from yesterday I think went good. Yesterday we opened a sell I think at the top, around here, exiting here. The market opened with a gap down also in the yen. But I want to show you also a chart. Okay, this is actually the dollar index, and again I'm still looking for that chart. The market is still on the uptrend. The market is here, you see, again testing this zone into the dollar. So the market is testing this zone. This could attract some buyers. That's why actually we buy the dollar yen in the a few minutes before. That's also why we are selling the Nasdaq for a scalp. Here it may attract some buyers on the short term. So you see, even you see that the market start to break out this line. It's only to show you the uptrend line. Okay, you see the market make ups and down. Again, we are testing again the lowest channel, and again this is a key zone in the dollar index. So we are fine. Yeah, the pound is starting to get down a bit. The euro dollar as well went down. And on the Nasdaq, this is not enough if I want to take some profit. Yeah, the pound yen was a nice position from yesterday. Again, I didn't expect a huge movement into that news. But if you were with me yesterday, guys, okay, here we analyzed and we found that this could be a break and retest key zone. Okay, it was a supply touch multiple times. We opened a sell position at that spot. The market went straight down into this demand. So this worked quite well. Long term, if you're talking about 1 year or 2 years, I think the dollar already makes the move. Okay, I think I already explained many times why I think the market in the dollar is already overextended. Okay, I think from the bottom here to here, the market overextended. And the euro is very weak. Okay, so when you see the euro dollar, for example, when it touched the parity at 1, you see, I was very surprising where I heard some people telling, yeah, maybe we can see the euro dollar at 0.90, 0.95, 0.85, and I don't know, it was very, very weird to hear this type of you see, psychological level. So the euro was very weak during a long period of time. The dollar was very strong. I think it might be the downturn. Again, we should be looking at the dollar index chart on a daily basis to understand it. But yeah, I don't think the dollar being stronger in the next 1 or 2 years from now. In 10 years, it's too long to get an estimation. I think economists or analysts maybe can have or telling you an analysis on the dollar in the next 10 years. But if I see 1 year in front of me, I think that the dollar can give a leg down. And here, for example, in the pound dollar, for example, if you go to the weekly chart, I think in the next year we're going to see the pound dollar getting back to 1.28, for example, around this area, and same for the euro dollar. The euro dollar can go back into the yeah, maybe this area in the euro dollar in the next year, at least 1.10, okay, in the euro dollar. So that's what I think. Yeah, very interesting chart for Forex Lions. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Here it's an invert head and shoulders. Okay, so for people that asking, here it's the head. We have the first shoulders here after this retracement. We have the second one here, and here it's the neck. And the market, if the market breaks the neck, generally we tend to go, generally this is the target, so it's 450 pips. If we break this area, we can go up to here. This is 1.27. I think on the weekly chart is also where I see the pound in the next year. So with the market here, you see, can give a leg down, but again, we should be careful. What's happened in the dollar yen? It clear through the Eikinashi. I don't use the Eikinashi, but I know what is the maybe we can put it here. I don't know. Maybe we will not change it too much. But yeah, it clears the head and shoulders in the pound is very clear from even normal candlesticks. This was clear. This was clear. Yeah, the market opens in the next 10 minutes for the Nasdaq. I hope the market can bring a leg down after the opening. I don't want to be also overexposed at the opening. I know that the market will have a huge movement at the opening after the news. So I don't want to hit my stop loss and then the market goes back down. Yeah, maybe I should wait a few more minutes and then I will start to close the position. I don't want to get overexposed here. At least if the market at the opening is here, that's fine for me. But if the market stay into that area, I will probably exit and make another entry. What's happening on gold? I know that there was movement in gold as well, maybe not enough. This was the news. The market already get down. Yeah, here it's also interesting in gold. We have this type of losing momentum. I don't know if you see, but the high are smallest and the high or low also. The market is like accumulating during this yeah, it's like losing momentum. You see on the H4, it's like the market is losing momentum on the upside. The market also probably react to this supply here. This might be also a short opportunity on the gold. I'm still bullish on gold in the long term and according to a macro point of view. But here, after the market went up 7%, you see the market here can have a leg down at least here and then continue. So yeah, this might be also a good spot for selling gold at that spot. If you have a long position, take some profit and open it again when the market goes down. See stochastics also is starting to cross above 80. RSI might be on an overbuy. So yeah, this can be also here an interesting point to make a sell on gold, especially. Yeah, at least we should see a breakout. I hope on the M1 chart. You see the market tend to struggle here on the pound yen, on the dollar yen in the left side. The fact is here when the market will break out, there is no doubt that the market will probably take the TP. So I hope for a higher move here on the dollar yen. Yeah, the market reacted a little bit here on the dollar index. This is the 15-minute chart. Market reacted here. Yeah, probably should exit here at the Nasdaq. The market open in 5 minutes. Don't want to be overexposed. I will exit the position here. The market didn't push enough on the downside right now. We will see the opening. Maybe the market could have a push up to the upside, and then I will again open a sell position, maybe with or less exposure. So we're gonna be careful for the opening into the Nasdaq. Hi Nordin. No, it's not possible to merge two accounts in the bootcamp. We cannot merge accounts. The 5ers. Each account will have to work separately, and especially in bootcamp, you cannot use the same strategy for a bootcamp account. If you have two bootcamp accounts, you need to use different pairs or different strategy into the two bootcamp. You cannot copy or trade between your bootcamp accounts, so be careful. EuroCAD is very interesting as well. Okay, so let's move maybe into the EuroCAD 2 minutes before the opening. I think we talked about that pairs also on the yesterday also, yeah. Again, the EuroCAD didn't break the euro dollar had the same setup, like, but it broke out. And here the EuroCAD is struggling here at that point. So might be a good sell on interesting risk reward here. Okay, let's move into Nasdaq 2 minutes before. Let me put the pound as well. Yeah, I don't see anything on the on the F15. It's just like selling pressure, you see. When the market had this type of movement, we have some traders taking some profit here, changing hands, and then the market will decide where to continue. But generally, it's the same, like I explained yesterday, how I use Bollinger Bands, okay? When here you see, during this type of volatility movement, Bollinger Bands here is wide. Like the market, the price here is wide after the top of the Bollinger Band. So there is huge volatility movement. What I want to say is here I will not make a buy, definitely not, but I could make a sell, for example, because the market overextended, and I can hope the market to at least get back a little bit to the average. So that's how I use Bollinger Bands. It will let me know why not to do, and here I should not make a buy, especially here when the market overextended. Okay, the Nasdaq just opened. The market is pushing on the upside just from the opening. Yeah, this is not too bad. Sorry. Yeah, let's hope maybe for a breakout on the M1 and take some orders. This might be here SMC, smart money concept, like you guys explained yesterday. Here maybe the market want to break out. Like you see, we have this small box on the M1. The market can break out. I know that there are some retail that put their stop loss around that area, for example. If the market pushed a little bit, I would make a sell probably at the top. That's the main thing I want to do here on the Nasdaq, making a sell after the huge movement. But I don't know if the market will let us in actually in a sell here. So I could maybe open already a position here. Okay, so this will be my partial entry. If the market continue to move against me, I will add another position. Okay, I want to be in the market, so I don't need to be like away and wait the market to go for me. Okay, I should create and build my position here. So that's why I took a decent lot size, decent risk for the first entry, and if the market goes down, I'm still in. So we're gonna see. Looks like the Nasdaq want to push down, maybe to get back. Maybe if I look at the futures chart, There is here a big gap, so the market generally tend to get closer to the opening gap. At least that's what I expect. But you see the market is quite losing momentum a bit here. Maybe I could add here a little bit on the dollar yen. That is okay. I would probably add the last small entry here at the bottom. Yeah, the Nasdaq is dropping down, at least at the opening. You see Bollinger Bands here, for example, in 30 minutes. Or H1, maybe the market here overextended. However, the market should maybe go back to the top at least of the Bollinger Bands. Hey David, do the 5ers have indices? Yeah, we do. Yes, we have. Actually trading the Nasdaq here. How's your day? Give us some news, David. So just want to remind the two positions we have right now. We have a short position on the Nasdaq. We want to see a dip here. Actually, it's starting to create a bearish movement, but we want it to be stronger. And here the dollar yen. the market had a huge down movement after the news, and on the H1 the market touch here demand, connecting with the support. So here we are in a long position after two partial entry, and we hope the market can at least on the M5 and even on the M1, you see the market struggle here into this this box to break above that that line. When the market will break above that line, I will manage my trade differently. I will probably make my stop closer and already think to take some profit after the market break that line on the upside. So we have to monitor this. Yeah, interesting movement in the Nasdaq here. That's why I want to get. Yeah, let's push it. Yeah, that's it. We should be patient right now. We should be patient. The lot size is fine on the Nasdaq, so I want to hold it at least for the day. It's not a scalp with this lot size, so I want to hold it a little bit more. I'm fine to hold it. And the dollar yen actually struggling into this zone, so not too much right now. I believe the price will probably consolidate until the next release. Yeah, that can be the reason why the market is actually struggling. But again, I think the market will move until the release, especially after this huge movement. This can attract some buyers. Okay, when the market, for example, in the dollar yen went down in a matter of minutes, okay, how much? 200 pips in a matter of minutes in the dollar yen. We can wait for the next release, but if you want to buy actually these pairs and the dollar yen, for that example, you don't want to wait for the next release. You want to be right in the market and want to take the opportunity. So I understand what you say, but when the market already have this huge type of news, the market will react, and that's actually what we see in the euro dollar. Okay, especially the market went up. Here the market, you see, already went down 30 pips from the top. And what we can have here in the euro dollar is having a retest into that spot. Okay, having a retest into that spot can attract some buyers here. So yeah, let's wait and see. But for example, if I focus into my trading plan, here I will not make a buy, for example. Okay, and same in the H1, you see that the price is way above the higher band of the Bollinger Band. So there is, again, overextended movement. I will not make a buy. I could make a sell if the market showed me any weakness. But see, for example, in the M5, the market already get back to the average in the Bollinger Bands. In the M30 minutes, we are still in the same setup. You will see that the average will go up. In the H1, it started here to curve. So this is it. My stop loss is wide here because it's a swing position. I want to again attract some, if the market overextended again into here, I want to attract another sell position. It's still into the trend line, but again, the market can have a closure above and then getting back to the lower side. So it should be ready. Alright guys, if you have any last questions, let me know on the chat before we end the session. And again, I will monitor those trades as usual. Hi Hussein, it gets updated after 24 hours. So you have to wait 24 hours. And after 24 hours, your account will be updated with the level 2. So you just need to wait right now. Well, guys, we will end the session right now. So thank you for staying with me. Yeah, the market is again consolidating. Maybe Lucian, you're right. I don't know, but the market is not giving during the last 5 minutes any movement. Maybe here on the Nasdaq the market can push. The dollar yen is still not pushing. So and the euro dollar just went down from the top here, probably making another reload for another high. We should see what's happening next. But again, thank you guys for staying with me today. I highly appreciate. Be careful with this type of news. There are still plenty of news coming. This could be on oil, it could be on CPI, NFP. So be ready. Okay, you see here it's a news maybe surprising for the market, and the market had a huge movement, 200 pips in the dollar yen, 1.5% into the Nasdaq, and the euro dollar just break the huge box, huge resistance, the huge consolidation zone that we had during 1 month. So be ready, pull stop losses and be careful with the lot size. Again, thank you being with me. Yeah, Lucian, we will see what's happening. Still in. We'll try to manage. And yeah, I wish you success, guys. I wish you success. We stay in touch. See you Monday for the next trading room. Bye bye.